back in the studio with it. Good morning, good people. This is Spade of Spades podcast. Saturday, August 21st, 2021. Another edition of the program.
Yes, sir.
And today, we got a special guest.
Not
Darlene.
Hey guys!
Hey.
Yay!
Welcome to the program.
Well, I haven't seen her in like 10 years. Like that's
No,
crazy.
seriously.
Like for real. Like no cap.
We had that.
That's a long
graduating
time.
class.
No cap.
I've seen her a couple times in between.
I haven't. Only on social media. So
My driving school is here.
Yeah, that's crazy. You went to driving school like in this building. That's
word.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
They did amazing. They taught me how to drive. They did their job.
Okay. Yeah,
I
right.
know.
Yeah.
But it's in this building. I don't know what they're called, but they're here. I remember. I
don't know what they're called,
Because I
but-
almost crashed at this intersection right here. So this is memories for me. This
Hold
is
on.
McDonald's, because you can't,
Not today, right?
cross. No, not today. It was literally when I was here for driving school. My driving instructor was like, make a U-turn, and I literally was just doing my own thing on the road.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
He said, make a U-turn. You made it right.
y'all make fun of me. Just laugh with me.
Well,
I drive school
anyway,
crazy.
welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me.
We've been trying to get
guys.
you for a while. Like you are like one of the busiest women that I know. Like seriously, like you are so busy. I thought I was busy, and I am busy, but Jesus,
You doing your
You-
thing.
Thanks, guys.
yeah, you doing it. So obviously, we know who you are, but for those who don't know who you are, give us a little background. Obviously, we all went to the same high school,
Woo.
Duval, Tiger Nation.
Hey, friends, tigers. Yay!
But for the people out there who don't know who you are, just give them a little background and yeah.
Well, I'm Darlene. I am the face behind the tweezers. I am a lash artist. I wear multiple hats. I am a lash artist. I also teach lash courses to women who also want to learn how to become their own boss. So at the end of the day, I love what I do. Queens and Lashes is all about empowering. It's about inspiring at the end of the day, but it's also to pass the baton down to other women who kind of see what you're doing, but they want to do the same thing as well.
Yeah.
So when I provide those type of services as a lash educator, I'm also doing counseling services as well. I'm laughing at you. My knack and passion for wanting to help women has gotten me really, really far. So I'm really excited that I can incorporate everything that I've done and multiple jobs I've done in the past and just put it all together through everything, medical, military, everything, psychology, put it all together and have this one big brand of women business.
Now going back to school.
That's awesome.
Obviously, we were kids and we were all trying to find our own little way. But like, was this something that you was aiming towards in the future, like when we were in school, or was this something that just came up over time with all the different things that you've experienced and seen?
Absolutely not.
Oh,
I think when I was in elementary school, middle school, and high school, I feel, and a lot of my students know this from me, is culture-wise, my parents were like, okay, you need to become a nurse and you have to become a doctor. So a lot of the things that I teach also come from personal experiences of mine. So for me to be able to be like, oh, I always wanted to be a beauty industry. I never wanted to be in the beauty industry. Even for me to come clean to my parents and be like, hey, I think I want to be a lash tech. And when I had this conversation with my parents, literally, my dad laughed. My mom was like, oh, you do too many things things already. You know, why do you want to just pick on something else? Are you going to stick through it? Are you just going to give it like a year and then kind of falter? So literally coming to them in a culture where Filipinos, Asians are very much so in the medical field, being a woman in this industry, I had to do it anyways. I had to fight my way. There would be days I would literally just be crying and upset because they weren't happy about the profession that I solely decided to make as my career. So I really had to be like, look, okay, if you're telling me I can't do it, that gives me twice the motivation to actually go ahead and do it anyways. And of course, you know, you don't want to disappoint your parents at the end of the day. And I just decided, okay, look, I'm going to stick to it. I'm going to prove you guys wrong, first of all. So I'm excited that I stuck through it. I still am. And just knowing that, you know, God hasn't, you know, he's not finished with me yet. So this is an ongoing journey for me.
Man, that is that is so it takes, you know, because I'm you know, I have my family. Well, my dad's side of the family is from Sierra Leone, so as far as, but I have like a lot of friends who are like, you know, African and whatnot. So just hearing the stories of how like there's like a family tradition of, okay, like we've done this, so the standard is you're going to do this, and if you don't do this, then we're gonna have a problem with you. And the fact that you took it upon yourself to go against the grain and say, no, like this is what I want to do because this, like, I enjoy doing it, kind of thing. I mean, that's admirable. I mean, that takes a lot of courage.
It is. It takes a strong person to be able to, like, even though like your biggest supporter is telling you not support what you're doing, to be able to
still go against family,
to still have the strength to do what you know is good for you.
Yeah.
I think it's hard also at the end of the day where you think that a lot of family members or people close to you, you know, significant others, will often, you would think they would have your support, but honestly, like some of my big supporters have been complete strangers or people who have their own small businesses and they're like, oh my gosh, I know how you feel at the end of the day. And sometimes family will be like, oh, I'll support you. I'll be there for your event. I'll do this, that, and the third. I'll be your model or whatever. And at the end of the day, it's kind of like when you get into a small business, you're meeting people along the way and network with them. So with having a small business at the end of the day, it's very challenging. But knowing that you have people out there who are doing the same thing or going through the same thing as you and you support each other, you come together and you just make it happen.
I already had a whole lot of respect for you, but just hearing that background about how your family didn't want you to do this, but you was like, no, like this is what I want to do. And even then, like for them to, you know, I mean, 'cause I don't know how your folks feel about it, but it seems as though like they're kind of on board with it now. I don't know, but just to have their support now, knowing that, you know, okay, now my family is behind me. You know that I'm sure that does mean a lot to you. Being as though at first that wasn't the case, but them seeing your brand start to grow and blossom, I'm sure it's satisfying for them now, knowing that, okay, you know, our daughter's happy doing what she's doing.
Yeah. It's transparency, and a lot of it is just understanding that, of course, you can make so much money becoming a doctor. That comes with a lot of school, but I know me as a person, if I'm going into a job and I am not passionate about what I'm doing at the end of the day, I don't care if you are providing me with $52,000 and above, you know, yearly. I have to love what I do at the end of the day, and it was not until I became my own boss that I realized that, okay, like I love waking up and doing what I do every single day, weekends. Becoming your own boss is just more than a 9 to 5. It is literally 24/7. I may not have an office, I do have a suite, but sometimes when I'm actually working, I'm literally sitting at a red light. So it's like work never stops for, you know, becoming your own boss. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of hard work, but you love what you do at the end of the day, and you're inspiring other people to push in their business. A lot of people start businesses or have the idea of starting a business but don't see it through.
Right.
They just needed that one person in their corner to be like, you know what, I think you can do this. You know, you're saying that you think you can do it, but then you're like, okay, well, this, that, you know, maybe an excuse here and there, but you need someone to push you in your corner. So having supportive people in your circle is very important in a business.
Very important. Like, at the end of the day, like, parents want you to be successful. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes they use selfish ways into pushing that because they only think this one particular way would do it, and anything outside of that is going against the grain and you're not going to be successful. And I know you love me, but at the end of the day, I got to do what's best for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that was like a huge like crutch on me when I was trying to do my comedy thing. Because all my aunties, my mother, they PKs, they preacher kids. You know what I'm saying? So I had a tough time because I know my comedy wasn't going to be just Christian and happy and fun. It's going to be a little raunchy because that's how I am. You know what I'm saying? So when I got their approval and it was like, do your thing, you know what I'm saying? Just know just certain stuff I can't repost. I'm like, respect, you know what I'm saying? But glad I got y'all, you know, respect and y'all, you know what I'm saying? So I understand how that can go a long way. So.
You're original at the end of the day. There's a lot of comedians out here. There's a lot of people that make podcasts as well. There's a lot of lash techs out here, but nobody is you. At the end of the day, we don't know the same people. So I think it's also important to not get defeated or compare, because you are your own person and you make your own jokes and you're hilarious too. But that doesn't mean that it's comparing to any other person who's a celebrity as well, because you can get there just as much. So it takes a lot. But all it starts with is an idea at the end of the day, or something like, oh, I could do this, and see it through.
Yeah, like when I see like people that I know that's doing their thing, they give me more motivation to do my thing and put more effort into what I'm doing. Like you and my friend that we have on the show, D Love, he doing this photography thing. Other people that I see that I know from school or whatever, they doing their own business features. Like it motivates me to do what I'm doing, because y'all doing what y'all love and I love this, and I see y'all, you know, reaping the benefits of what y'all doing. So I just know if I keep on doing it, keep on hitting at that door, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna come down and I'm gonna end up reaping the benefits. So I appreciate seeing y'all, you know what I'm saying, doing y'all thing. Y'all motivate me. So
I know that, like, the thing for me is that's so important is I like to add water to people's, you know, projects and things, endeavors that they got going on, because I know if I continue pouring into what they got, you know, and it's not that I expect to get something back in return, like as far as like support in my endeavors, but like people that I love and I care about, that I support, it makes me happy providing them that support, whether it's you know buying or reposting or whatever, so that way it gives me that satisfaction knowing that, okay, well, at least if they don't have anybody else, they got me supporting their brand and their product, and that's important to me, because I like to see people that I, you know, even that if I don't know, I like to see people succeed and just do great things. I mean, because
especially from here,
right, especially from the area, because it can easily be the other way around.
Facts.
A lot of things are really free that you could do to support your friends, that people are just like, oh my God, well, that means I have to buy something from them. But doing something as simple that I've realized that when I don't have to ask or chase anybody to repost something of mine, and they do it out of random, out of just being genuine, I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. And you don't know how that means just for someone who's starting a business with 3 followers. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important that you can understand how to do things that cost zero amount of dollars to support someone at the end of the day.
That's very true.
Flyers are free to post, repost on their pages, anything that you can do, hand out their business cards, and there's a lot of things that small business owners can also do to promote each other and for their own businesses in themselves.
I'm glad you said that, because people be sneak liking, because I don't understand that. Like, I've been like, you know how many times that people come to me, be like, bro, I seen your video, you know, it was awesome. I showed my cousins and all that.
You're doing great. You're doing your thing.
I'm like, bad. And then I'm looking at my mind. I'm like, you didn't like it. You didn't comment. Like, how you enjoy my video and don't even like it? Not even just repost it. Like it. That's crazy to me. Like, you big dummy. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, I loved it. Like, I showed my whole family and all that. I'm like, word.
Yeah, don't like it, don't comment, don't share.
Like, nothing. Like, not even a share, a like, just a bap, like a double tap, bap. You can't, I can't get that from you. I can't get a bap. I can't get a bap. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
What is it?
Like, for real.
Bap.
Like, bap. Like, you know when you share something, bro, you got to, like, hit it, and then you got to post, you know what I'm saying? That could be a little bit. I can't get a bap.
But you
I can't get a bap.
and have the audacity to just...
You know, that's what I'm saying, but you got the audacity to scroll, though, bro. I can't get a bap. That's crazy.
Well, I obviously, you know...
I was about to say, you can't say you too busy.
Well, no. No, don't get me started on the whole busy thing. That's gonna get me riled up. Yeah, I know how I feel about that whole busy thing. If we're all adults, so we're supposed to be busy. Supposed to be. If we got anything going on of substance, we're gonna be busy.
Exactly.
But it's 24 hours in a day. You know what I'm saying? People be like, "Oh, I gotta sleep." I don't give a damn about that.
I be in the middle of taking tables at my job, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna report this real quick." Oh, that was, come on, stop it! I can't get my.
I gotta work in the morning. I gotta get my 8 hours of sleep. You don't need 8 hours of sleep
at all.
Solid 5. Wake up, eat your Wheaties, some oatmeal. You good to go. Good to go. Some OJ, coffee, whatever. Good to go.
Said Wheaties.
Nah, that whole busy thing just get me just like it burn me up, bro.
You have to pay attention to who shows up for you when it comes to having a small business, and pay attention who show up to your events. Pay attention who repost your things, and it could just only be the same people that you just count on, like the count of your fingers. You know what I'm saying? Don't expect when you get in a big business that everyone out here is going to be reposting your stuff. It is hard work. It is dedication, but you have to be, and I say this all the time to my students, you have to be your biggest supporter at the end of the day. Starting off with 3 followers, just seeing it gain and everything like that, you have to understand if you are not your biggest fan at the end of the day, your business will not continue. You cannot just wake up one morning and be consistent, then the next day you cannot be consistent. Every day you have to work a little bit harder towards your mini goals, your end goal, the mission, the purpose. Really big on the purpose. Figure out why. What is your why? What is your purpose? Like, what are you even doing this for? Because at the end of the day, it has to lead up to something at the end.
That is so important because... Especially once you get established and you build up a nice, following or clientele, you can't lose sight of why you're doing it. You can't because you started off with a vision. That vision is just supposed to just broaden over time. You're not supposed to lose sight of why you're doing it.
Right.
Because then if you lose sight of why you're doing it, then like you said, Darlene,
you're gonna lose yourself.
You're gonna lose yourself, and your brand's gonna crumble.
Yeah.
And it's important, what she said, to be like your biggest supporter, because at the end of the day, like people try to marginalize your success. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting it out the mud, and you mad that I'm celebrating 1,000 views. That is an accomplishment for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I started in the mud. I started out with 200 views and all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm marginally getting better. So don't get mad at my success just because it's marginal to you.
Yeah.
But it's me progressing. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be your biggest supporter, because people would just throw that at you, and you got to keep it pushing. So I'm glad you said that, because you got to look yourself in the mirror, be like, I'm that dude, or I'm that female. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm that person, and I'm gonna keep on doing what I got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, you got to do that. You got to do that.
Yeah. I mean, 'cause I like criticism. I mean, I welcome it.
Constructive criticism.
Constructive criticism, not hate.
Right. Yeah, hate speech, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because criticism is not bad. You know what I'm saying? Because you're criticizing, you know what I'm saying? It can't be bad. It can be bad, but when it comes back, it comes hate. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a difference.
All right.
Like, tell me something that's actually I can do better, or don't like tirade me. Like tell me what I'm doing and then tell me what I can do better from it. Not just be like, that's not funny. Okay, what that make it funny? Like what can I do better? Now don't be like, you're not funny or that sucked or you know what I'm saying? Like
people are so mean online. Like, that just
tell
made me
me,
think.
like tell me what I can do better. Why you just you
People
suck?
can be
Like
really mean
I'm like,
online.
damn. I'm like, bro.
People are
You know
really
what
mean
I'm
online. Yeah, no. People
It's
can be
crazy.
really
Like,
mean.
you know what I'm saying? Tell me something. You know what I'm saying? Don't just try to berate me. You know what I'm saying? Tell me.
Give me something, to work with.
Yes.
Let me get better. Like, okay,
Yeah.
why did that video suck to you? You know what I'm saying? Let me know.
It just wasn't funny to me.
You just
Why?
suck. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, bro, damn.
You're not just funny.
I'm like, bro, damn. I'm like, I'm trying.
Do you leave the comment there though?
Huh?
Do you leave the comment there?
Oh, certain of them. So like, it's a couple of them that I would leave. It was one dude tried to cook me in the comments. I said, don't get cooked in his comments because I'll cook you. And then there was another person. They was like, yeah, this is not funny. And then I was like, okay. And I left it there. And there was another person. She was like, she said something crazy. Like, and I just deleted it. And then I blocked her. It was just out of pocket for no reason.
You should have deleted her and like reported her and like.
I didn't do all that. I just blocked her. Kept pushing. I wasn't doing all that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yeah, you're just not going to see my comment. Because a lot of people just like to watch it just to hate. You know what I'm saying? Like, that should be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you spend all this time to watch somebody that you claim that you hate.
Yeah, we've
you know what I'm saying? That's just stupid.
You know, I know.
That's the dangers of a public profile.
Harassment. That's harassment.
Man, I hate that, bro. It get me like when people told me like they couldn't share my stuff when my stuff was on private. I was like, why? I'm like, now all these different people. I had this one old like 50-year-old Spanish dude sending me roses emojis and shit, and I'm like, hey sir, if you send me one more rose emoji, I'm going to block you. I love your videos. Don't do it. I'll stop it. What the? You tripping? I had to get used to that. I had to get used to random different catfish grandmas DM me, what's your cash app? I'm like, I can't
get those
deal
all the
with it.
time.
It's too,
I had
oh my
someone
God.
ask me for
It'd be
$2,000 for
crazy.
a weekend.
The graphic designer people, I'm a slap file if I get one more graphic designer talking about logo.
Yes,
Me, I will slap shit out or the little blue verified shit. You want to get verified? You ready to get verified? I'm gonna get you verified. You funny? I'm gonna get you. Get the fuck out my comments, boy. I had to get used to that shit, cause that shit was blowing the shit out of me. Like, relax. I'm like, who the fuck are you? Like, that shit used to blow. That shit really blows.
You want to get verified?
Want to get verified? DM me your Cash App, honey. I'm like, God.
People are scamming out here. You guys have to be careful.
Chill.
People are scamming out here. Literally, a lot of people are just getting scammed.
You getting a whole bunch of likes in the comments. I'm like, oh shit, you pop up. You see, I'm like,
because you get excited because you're like,
exactly.
oh, someone commented.
And they have like a whole bunch of your stuff. So they say they showing love. Oh, you want to get verified? I got you. I'm like, no, you don't got me. You don't got me. Yeah. I'm good. That's oh my God. That should be blowing me though.
Okay. Topic of the day.
Yeah.
And Darlene, you just Hey, you like that bell.
Yes, I like it.
You see what it says, right?
Yeah. We're just gonna dang, it's both sides. Dang. Never mind. I didn't know it was double-sided.
Yeah, it's double-sided.
All right, amen. Let's regroup. All right, come on. Bring it in.
Man, okay. Topic of the day. And you briefly, like, it kind of goes into the topic of the day, but you just said that somebody, like, just asked, well, like, you said, like, somebody $2,000?
Oh, yeah. This guy... I guess when I started making videos on my regular Instagram page, I was making videos just randomly with my puppy, so with Austin.
Yeah, okay.
So when I'm making videos with Austin, I don't know, I'm just making them, I don't know, just for the heck of it.
Right.
So then all these DMs for Cash App started like coming in, and they're not like in my public messages. They're like in like the ones that I don't even go in. I forgot what they're called.
Yeah,
and it's like, hey baby girl, want to take you out for a good time, about to send you $2,000, and I'm like, ew, that's creepy. Why would ew? And it's like, I don't know. The profile pic probably doesn't correspond to who's behind the screen. So I've watched the show Catfish. Don't get me wrong, but I'm always like,
that show wild as a mug.
It's scary. It's scary. There's child predators out there, and I'm like,
that's what I be having to tell my nephew when he be on social media. They be wild, bro. They be real loud.
There's wild people everywhere, though. I didn't let you finish. Sorry, because I was gonna go all out with like creepy guys.
No,
I know you get it. I know you get it. I know you get it.
Our topic of the day, it doesn't tie into that, but
I was about to say,
ain't no wild shit like that. No, but it's interesting because basically, like us men, right? And we get a bad rap for, oh, you thirsty, or you doing too much, you dirty. It's like, yo, because and Scoop, you alluded to this on previous shows, but like when we try to talk to women, like we get destroyed.
Are
right?
we talking about going smack for 500, Alex? I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
But no. So when we, like, if it's somebody that we know, right?
Okay.
If it's someone that we know, we have their intentions that, oh, okay, like I'm trying to see what's up, kind of thing.
Okay.
Sometimes it may work out the way we want. Sometimes it may not. Sometimes it may go in a direction where you just end up being friends. You know, for you all, when you're interested in a guy, it could be, okay, in your mind, you may be thinking, okay, well, I just want to be friends with this guy, or no, I kind of like him. I want to kind of see where this goes. But for us, initially, like as a man, it's like, nah, like, what's up? Ain't no friend zone until we get put in a friend zone. Yeah. What y'all think?
I mean, I don't go through friend zone no more as a grown man because I don't try to get in a lot of relationships as a grown man like I used to as a kid, as a youngin'. So I don't really go through that. But like in my teenage years,
I think we all go through that phase.
You're like a brother.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be your brother. I'm trying to be the brother in you. That's what I'm trying to be.
I think in all reality, you have got to make sure that you are in your own right mental state, because I'm about to chime in psychology right quick.
Okay.
You have to be in your right mental space before you ever try to pursue someone else. I think there's a lot of unhealed people out here that are trying to, move on. But maybe when you move on, you kind of carry the same traits from the past with you, in which you may not want to trust the next person, or you kind of test the waters a little bit. But once you also test the waters, you got to know that you don't know what you're getting yourself kind of into at the same token. So you have to take your time. I think people try to rush into, all right, here, now we're together and we about to stay together. But then you're not seeing that person in all of their seasons. And it's not until time can really tell, what you're really getting into, because you rushed into it. Set boundaries. Exactly. My friend always used to say, like, set boundaries in the beginning, so like the ending could be, somewhat clearer for you of testing the waters. When you don't set boundaries, both of you guys can just kind of just be in it and who knows if there's going to be a long run or not, and then the problems start happening once y'all just live together, you know. So know that person, that other person, significant person, for who they are, you know. They may not be healed. That's not everybody though, but you know, make sure you're healed first as a person before you try to go to the other person first. And that takes time. It may take months, it may take years. But sometimes you can't try to, you can't change somebody if they don't want to be changed, right?
I'm sorry, Quan.
Oh.
Nah, Quan said something in the live. He said, a great man named Future said, don't get too comfortable.
Yes. You. Hello.
Quan get on my nerves.
I think setting boundaries is very important, but you can give someone the entire blueprint of what the expectations are. Some people are just fucking crazy.
You can, but sometimes you need to reiterate those things over and over again because you get comfortable and the person might forget. We just think I, or you. It's you that's, you know, causing me to feel the way I do. But the whole time I didn't even ask you, like, are you feeling something too?
Yeah, I'm only gonna repeat
myself. That's why it's communication. You have that good communication with the person and really get to know them.
But you can have good communication and the person's not understanding what you're communicating.
Exactly, you gotta, and that takes time.
Yeah, it really
you know what
does.
I'm saying? Because when you communicate, I need your actions to follow what you're saying. And then the longer you take your time, it's going to show.
Yeah,
right.
It's going to show. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have that communication. So when you take your time, then it will show. And then, like, we had this conversation, but you still acting foolish out here. Okay, now we could just be friends. We good. We Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can nip it in the bud, like, I'm not even about to be cool with you. And then, like, sometimes, you know, you're going to be, sometimes you got to, like, look at it like that. Because everybody that you just try to talk to, you shouldn't just be friends. Like, y'all should just go y'all separate ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, not like, all right, I'm going to do me and I'm going to do, you know, you do you.
Things have changed once we got older, you know?
Yeah, because it's like, it's
a lot.
Prime example, it's been the last two joints that I tried to entertain. The latest one, like, we still cool. The one before that, I'm all right.
Yeah.
Like, I'm all right. Like, I'm all right. Like, you got to... Everybody can't be your friend. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know, you just see him, what's up? You see them on Instagram, pow. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't meant to be your friend. So sometimes you just like, you know what?
It's
have a good life. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm all right.
It's okay to outgrow people.
Yeah.
And Darlene, I'm sure you know this, you know, with you having your business now, there's been people that you probably used to be close with that you're probably not close with anymore.
Mm-hmm. But I definitely do see them online. Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
And that's okay. You could stay on the other side of the screen. I don't know. Mm-hmm.
I feel like that with certain people, and I also don't feel like that with other people. It depends on the people. It depends. Like, what's crazy is going back to, you know, because we went to school with each other, and a lot of, like, when I graduated, I knew I wasn't going to be friends with a lot of people. But it was certain people I was like, we gonna be cool. We still gonna be cool. It wasn't a lot, but it was certain, like, it was like a group of people. I was like, we gonna be cool. Slim, when I tell you that the person that I'm the most cool with from Duval, I didn't know her name in Duval. Oh. I didn't know her by her name.
That's crazy.
I knew of her,
right,
but I didn't know her by her name. You know what I'm saying? She was dating a girl named Vicky. I called her Vicky Girl. So she was Vicky Girl. That's how I knew her by. I didn't know. We're best friends to this day.
He said Vicky, not Vic. Not Vicky. Not Vic. Just to clear the air.
It's an insider with my friends. Cause I told them about me, and they be like, "That's Vicky Girl." They stupid. What's the name? Yeah, like, for real. Like, and that's like my sister. Like,
that's,
you know,
crazy.
So I call her my little sister. But that's the closest I'm with, you know, and that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's crazy you say that, because there were people in school that I weren't really close with that now I'm like really close with, like after the fact.
People try to, reconnect, and everything happens for a reason. I feel like that's the way of the hello, us, hello. Like, everything happens for a reason, and it's just a great thing that you pay attention to, like, who's still around, especially in this area, to have big support like you guys in this area who's giving opportunities to people like me who can just get their business out there genuinely, because there's a lot of people out here when it comes to having a business or like a show, it's all of a sudden, oh, hey, I haven't seen you in so long, but can I be on your show?
And we've gotten that.
Really?
You got to compartmentalize when it comes to your business and what you're trying to do.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? You have to okay, how can I break that down? What's the name? You have to use logic when it comes to your business and stuff. Like, no matter how close the person is to you, you be like, look, I know you my sister, I know you my cousin, I know you my best friend or whatever, but I can't, just because you that, I can't just bring you on at this particular time or right now or at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's not conducive of what I'm trying to do with my brand. Right. You can't be mad at that. Because if I reap the benefits, you think I'm not going to help you out? You bugging. You know what I'm saying? And that's when a lot of people get friction. Right. Because it is that, and then, you changed. I'm not changed. Let me do my thug thizzle. Then I can, show you the way, and then we can both eat together. Like, let me do my thug thizzle. If you don't let me do my thug thizzle, I can't do what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Let me do what's logical for my brand, for my show. Don't get mad.
Yeah, your friends will cheer
Don't get
for
mad,
you.
especially when I tell you not right now. Like, give me some time. Let me get my feet wet. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Like, I don't.
It was
care.
the dance for me.
I'm just saying. Let me go on. Like, I gotta. You know what I'm saying? Come on, like,
that's how you check to see if the water's warm.
Yeah. Like, let me see. Let me see what's going on here.
Put your toe.
Ooh, let's go. Ooh, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? So, like you got to compartmentalize. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Your friends should want to see you happy and talk positively about you when you're not around. When you're not around, imagine what that could do for you. When people speak highly of you or highly of your business when you're not around. And that's when it's really like, oh, okay, loyalty.
Yeah, when somebody be like, hey, what's the name was telling me about your podcast and that, I'm like,
yeah,
real nigga.
Yeah, no, because people watch. Yeah, I definitely know people. I definitely know people watch. I hear like little things here and there, like behind the scenes, like, oh, like you guys show kind of thing. I like what y'all got going on. Yeah. And
I see you.
Sometimes I have to like filter, like, is it authentic? Do you have ulterior motive?
Do you want to do what I do?
Yeah, like do you want to get into it? I don't never like to look at the glass half empty. I'm a half full kind of guy. So, but sometimes I have to like just take a step back and like evaluate like what's really up, like what's going on kind of thing. Because I mean, sometimes some people, they really do have like ulterior motives, and like Scoop was saying, there's been a good amount of people that like have reached out to us like to come on, but it's just. It's just, yeah.
And it's okay.
It's just not logical.
Yeah.
For us right now. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, and it's okay at the end of the day. At least you know that they're watching. At least you know that they're watching. So we're just going to say hi to them.
Watching and support is two different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's easy. It doesn't take a lot to support. It doesn't take a lot to support.
I know sometimes I will post things on Facebook, like sometimes like just to like spark conversation, I haven't done it in a while, but
It's an example.
Them comments be fun.
Yeah, Scoop, no. What's an example?
Yeah.
Man, what was that one post that I had? It was talking about.
Mama say hey.
Hey, mama.
Hi.
Okay. For example, I'll just use this one. Like men cheating, right?
Uh-oh. Dun,
Just-
dun, dun.
Yeah, just sparking conversation.
Black men don't cheat.
Yeah, that's a fact. Anyway, moving forward.
Cue the crickets.
Yeah, like this is
My man.
just a spark conversation. Like I'll throw out a topic of the day. Like, all right, why do men cheat? Kind of thing, right? Comments be flooded. Like it'd be a whole bunch of stuff going on, good, positive, bad, whatever. And so I tell everybody, I'm like, look, y'all got this much energy. Watch the show. Watch the show. Let me know what y'all think, kind of thing. And yeah, I mean, because we have all these conversations all the time, right? You get, and we have gotten people to like, you know, tune in and chime in, and you know, even like on our live streams as well.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's still like a large majority that don't. But then,
You will see them like I said.
yeah, like Vic, like can you support my you know, I got
Hold on,
this
it's a business card.
I got
Hold
this
on.
I got this new clothing line I just launched. Or I got this catering
it
business
out.
I got. Yeah, like
Shout
can
it
you
out.
right, exactly. Like I told you to like watch our content. You may not like it.
Exactly. If you mess with me,
But-
I mess with you. You know what I'm
right.
saying? If you support me and I support you,
Mm.
you know what I'm saying? Now, Quan on the live, I still owe him a video because he told me that he asked me to do a video,
Mm.
so I got to do one. So me saying that, Quan, I got you.
Accountability.
But you got to, yeah, you got to show love to people who show love to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You got to. You know what I'm saying? So she laughing at me every time.
Because I'm going live too, and I keep looking down, and you're like cheesing, and I'm like, okay. Multitasking at its finest. It's okay, y'all.
I gotta
Multitasking
do
at
my
its
thing.
finest.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta entertain both. You feel me? I gotta do all my. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do it. I gotta do
So
it.
you got the do rag on today.
You feel me? I'm feeling myself, man.
I
You
wore
see me,
a hat,
man.
I kid you
Darlene came
not.
through. I was like,
I
I'm
wore a
rocking the
hat
Dewey,
and a sweater.
even though I'm baldy.
I thought
I'm
it was gonna
walking
be
the
cold.
Dewey. You hear me?
Are you
Rocking the
matching?
Dewey with the baldy. You feel me? They tripping. Hey, still keep it wavy with no hair. Shoot.
I was about to say, does Duva have like do-rags
Nah,
now?
man.
Because I was like, those are our colors, and I
Oh
was
yeah,
thinking
hey.
in my head, like,
That's
I
why
don't know.
hey, shout out to my man. You know what I'm saying? D Love. You know what I'm saying? The method. He gave me it. You know what I'm saying? I said, bro, I like that joint. He was like, you can have it. I said, stop playing. I was like, I was walking shit out.
And he wore it already?
I washed it and all that. Don't even damn.
I don't know if it was like an exchange of here.
He ain't like, oh, bam. It was already clean when he gave it to me. I just rewashed it because, you know, that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? But damn, you know what I'm saying? The Dewey with the baldini. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm rocking it. You feel me? You
That's
know
a
what I'm
lot of
saying?
energy. I love it here.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of
Got
energy.
the energy.
This is yeah, I mean we bounce off each other. Some days I'm like, yo, look, I'm about to go in today. And other days is him.
That's motivating. I don't know.
yeah.
Something could just be a spur of the moment, and while you're talking and having conversations
For
with
real,
people,
it depends
one
on
thing
the
leads to
topic.
another. It really does.
It depends on the topic. Like some topics really get me going. You know what I'm saying? It depends on the topic. It really depends on the topic. You know what I'm saying? It really does. And this topic is, I had some things. But I want to end with outgrowing people. You know what I'm saying? Because we was talking about that
Yeah.
a little bit. And it's crazy how you outgrow people and like you will still have love for a person. Like I had like my best friend when I was younger. His name was Travis. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Travis. I still got love for you, bro. That's my dog. Like he can call me right now. I'm on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But over the years, we kind of, you know what I'm saying, outgrown each other. We still show love on Instagram and all that, but we're not as close as we used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which is cool. You know what I'm saying? Like when I mean close, like my mom know his mom. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know, he knew my dad. I knew his stepdad. He used to spend the night with my house. You know what I'm saying? When my dad passed away, he didn't go on vacation to stay home with me because he knew I was going through it. You know what I'm saying? So that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? But you got to understand that's life sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Y'all doing y'all, y'all doing your own path. Y'all got your own path. And y'all go y'all separate ways. Don't get upset at that. Don't get upset when you at one point in life, like you had a nice amount of friends, and then now you look around and you're like, dang. But that's how it's supposed to be. Whoever there is there for you for a reason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There was a point, you know, a couple of years ago that I can call about 10 plus people to hang out with at a time. And now, well, 4, 5? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Don't get into like, dang, I don't got no friends no more and all that. I got into it a little bit, but then I was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? The people that's here for me is here for me for a reason for this. You know what I'm saying? I'm growing. They coming with me in the same path, and you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? There is certain people that I'm like, I still would like to, you know, reconnect, because if it happens, it happens. If it don't, God bless you, and I still got love for you. You know what I'm saying? But don't get frustrated or don't feel the type of way that you outgrow people, because it happens. It's life. Life is crazy.
I think what gets lost sometimes is that, you know, people think just because you outgrow each other at that moment in time in life that you can't come back and reconnect later on. Because you can.
Yeah.
You know, if you didn't burn the bridge in any kind of way, then if the stars aligned, go for it. You know, but Scoop, you just brought up a good point about how when I just lost my train of thought.
You gotta love that person from afar. I know sometimes, and I think everyone is just like, okay, the people that you stick with high school with, you're gonna follow with them, you know, throughout life and everything like that. Right. But chances are, like, you can't get mad, just like you said earlier, you can't get mad that life happens, you know? You can't get mad, life happens. People have kids, people get married, they move, yada, yada, yada. But, a true friend, I feel like, you know, will still be happy for you regardless of your situation. It'll be understanding and accepting. And if you can't do that, then you're not worth, you know, to be in my space, period. Yep. And I think people also are like, you know, they see, oh, yeah, well, she's posting online, you know, she doesn't have time for me, this, that, and the third. You don't know what that other person is going through at the end of the day. Like, why do you have to feel like you can't reach out or be like, you know, are you okay? Because I think people are like, you know, yeah, I'm fine. Or people just deal with their own stuff. They don't like to put their burdens upon someone else. Right. So oftentimes I think we think like, oh, well, they don't have time for me. You know, I'm not going to F with this person anymore, you know. And people just really need to realize like, yeah, life happens, but you got to understand like everybody's situation isn't the same as yours.
Yeah, we get stuck and caught up on what we need from that person.
Yes.
Not even taking into account.
What can I benefit from you?
Right. Not even taking into account what they might be going through. Yeah. You know, because I remember in school, like when we were kids, like most of us used to live off of like how many people we hung around and knew. You know, now I'm cool with my small circle.
Was in your top 5 on MySpace?
Yeah, top 8.
We used to take that really seriously.
Oh my
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You had to beef with somebody and you remove them instantaneously.
How dare you take me off your top? How dare you?
We went to 3 to 2.
How dare you?
1, and then you was just on the 15.
Oh God.
It was 7, 15, and then like 10. I think
like, why I ain't on your joint no more? I changed it. It's not top 15. It's a top 7. I had to choose 7. But I'm like, hey, bro, it used to be too much, bro. For real, bro. We used to worry about the dumbest shit. But you gotta know who like you for you. You know what I'm saying? Especially, bro. Well, coming from me, everybody know I'm funny. You know what I'm saying? But like, I get to see who like me just because I'm funny,
right?
Or who like me. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm not funny today, you don't act a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like depends on what my mood is. You like me either way. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not providing the whole goofy Cordell, you know what I'm saying, the scoop, you know, that everybody know, you know what I'm saying? You you don't fuck with me or your energies change. You know what I'm saying? You got to see who like you for you. Because you know what I get a lot? Hey, come over here and make me laugh. I don't like that. I don't like when people say that. Even sometimes it comes from genuine people. I just don't like that. Because I used to get that a lot when I was younger, and I feel like you just using me for my fun, and you just using me for a part of my personality, not my whole. You know what I'm saying? I really don't like that. So you got to understand who like you for you, not just because what you give to them or what you make them feel.
Can help them in some way. So you kind of collab. People throw collab on like it's a lackadaisical term. Like, okay, let's collab together. It's gonna be fun.
No, that's serious.
And it's just like, oh, you trying to maybe get your followers up? Like, what's up with, like, are you really being genuine? Like, do you really want to like work with me? Do you want to do this event with me? And oftentimes people are like, they're trying to. Instead of just saying, can you help me with my business and up my business, let's work together and I'm going to try to, get where you're at right now. So it's unfortunate, but yeah, it does happen. But that's why you really have to genuinely, understand who's really there for you. Like you said, you have to be understanding of who's really there for you at the end of the day.
Yeah, because I ain't no court jester. I'm not about to just drop a joke on the dime of the hat. Make me laugh, son. I'm not about to do that. I'm like, don't do that to me. I hate that shit, bro. Come over here and make me laugh. You know what I'm saying? We over here bored. I mean, I do that just because that's my personality, but don't just come over here and make me laugh. Don't do that. Don't do that.
All right, real quick before we wrap up. Darlene, tell the people where they can reach you.
Okay. Hey, guys. So this is my logo. I am the face and the tweezers. Oh no, the face behind the tweezers, Queens and Lashes. You can follow me on Instagram, Queens and Lashes _. Okay, let me try to spell it. QUEENS, the letter N, lashes _. I teach lash courses, refresher courses. I do lashes as well. I am upcoming trying to do other services, nails, teeth whitening, and microblading. So stay tuned for that.
Okay.
I'm really appreciative for you guys for bringing me on board. I know this has been a long time coming, and I would love to come back. Like, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for having me. I'm inspired by you guys. You guys push me to go further. Don't cry. You guys push me to go further. I missed that. What did he say? I could die.
She got them fly catchers for you.
Shout out to, I want to do my shout out. Shout out to Affirtation on the whole vibe hat. Yes, small business owner. Support her,
she gonna give me your IG. I'm gonna give me one. I'm gonna go get me one.
Okay, please support her. Affirtation, go follow her. And I think that's basically it.
All right, y'all. That is it for today's show. Darlene, thank you once again for coming on the program. We will definitely have you back on for sure. It probably won't be until this time next year, but
I'm coming back. Just let me know when. See, I made it happen today. Shout out to the guy who does the sound effects.
All right, y'all. All right, family. Appreciate y'all for tuning in to the program. This is Spade of Spades podcast. Y'all be safe in the streets.
The body with the Dewey.
Y'all have a good weekend. We out.
Merch might be coming.
Peace.
We are Ripped Radio.